Hello and welcome back. This is Unit 6 of our book, and we're on page 107 right here. So 107 right here, and page 3 of the notes. Page 3 of the notes right here. And we talked about listening for emotion, and write the emotions on the board next to the sentences. Trash is a big problem in our oceans. It's passionate. We need to do something sad. Emotion about it. So you look at the map on the photo and you read the title of the broadcast and what do you know about the topic. We went down there is and are and everything else. So let's go to page 107 in the notes right here. And this is page 3. And it goes on note-taking skill right here. And the simple abbreviation equals is are. Lesser than, greater than, less, fewer, more than. And percentage, million, billion. Plastic, worst trash, equals worst trash example. Greater than 40,000 but less than 50,000. 50% equals a half. 65 million years old. Let me see on this right here. You want to write this in this area right there. We see that in the notes. On page 3 of the notes, plastic in the last 10 years is greater than all of the 1900s. Next one, 50% of the plastic used one time. The average American plastic trash equals 185 pounds a year. Americans throw away 35 billion BIL water bottles a year. People in the world use greater than, more than 1 million plastic bags a minute. So we're listening for the voice. Is it passionate or is it sad? But let's listen to the podcast right here, 216, right here for the symbols, greater than, less than, percentage, so on. Let's do that now. Let's listen.
Page 107, Exercise E. That we made more plastic in the last 10 years than in all of the 1900s? That 50% of all the plastic we use is for one-time use? In other words, we throw away half of the plastic we use after only using it once. That the average American throws away 185 pounds of plastic a year? That Americans throw away 35 billion plastic water bottles every year? That people worldwide use more than 1 million plastic bags each minute?
So right there we have that. Looking at page 107 right here, the problem is getting worse every year. How does the speaker sound? Passionate or sad? Passionate. Please circle passionate. The sea turtle at the animal hospital died. Passionate or sad? Sad. B. B. Sad. 3. The time to reduce plastic is now. A. A. So this is page 107. So number 1, A. Number 2, B. Number 3, A. We must change our habits. A. Passionate sound. I just watched a video about seabirds. Sad. So let's listen to it and tell me if the people sound passionate or sad.
Page 107, Exercise F.
1. The problem is getting worse every year.
2. The sea turtle at the animal hospital died.
The time to reduce plastic is now.
4. We must change our habits.
5. I just watched a video about seabirds.
So, passionate and sad. Different voices. Okay, let's go to the next page right here. We'll talk about grammar for speaking. Please look at page 3 of the notes. Okay, so page 3 of the notes. In the middle of the page, presenting grammar for speaking, future with being going to. So, be going to, predictions about future and plan future activity. There are two meanings of with being going to. Okay, so many fish are going to die from the trash in the ocean. Are going to die. Prediction about the future. I'm going to use less plastic. That's a planned future activity. In the future, I'm going to use less plastic. They're going to clean up the park on Sunday. On Sunday, they're going to clean up the park. They are going to. Plan future activity. It's going to rain tomorrow. Going to. That's a prediction about the future. So read each sentence and ask the students which category the sentence falls under. Predictions about the future or predictions about planned future activity right here. And now we go to page 4 of the notes. So right here, page 4. So please print the notes and suseo the numbers 1, 2, 3. Please do that, okay? Right there. So we have these things right here. Grammar for speaking. Future with being going to. Okay. We use the phrase be not going to plus a base verb to make predictions about the future. Page 108. I think people are going to get sicker. We're going to be sorry. To discuss planned future activities or intentions. I'm going to help clean the beach. I am going to help clean the beach. I'm not going to. Not going to buy water in a bottle again. Affirmative. This test is going to be hard. I'm going to study all weekend. Questions. Are you going to stop using plastic? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. So affirmative, this test is going to be hard. This test isn't going to be easy. Affirmative, I'm going to study all weekend. I'm not going to watch TV. Questions is when is he going to arrive? He's going to arrive at about 5 p.m. So what we have on page 4 of the notes are the answers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are, aren't going to. So A, complete the predictions or plans with the affirmative or negative right here. Is going to be, aren't going to. Okay, so it's going to be either are, aren't going to, or is, isn't going to. So number 1 is we aren't going to find a solution to the problem of plastic trash. Number 1, aren't going to. Because we is more than one. People, that's more than one, so it's are. I is, my is one. People are more than one, so it's are. People aren't going to stop buying bottled water. 3, my country is going to or isn't going to create laws and programs to reduce trash. I am not going to change my habits. I am not going to change my habits. I am. Okay, and your prediction right here. And then we have being, going to, and gonna. So going to gets reduced to gonna. We often reduce unstressed words or phrases when we speak. For example, going to, we often say gonna. You don't need to use reduced forms, but practicing and listening to them will help you communicate more effectively. Listen to the examples. So let's listen to the examples of this now.
Page 108. Pronunciation. Be going to. Gonna.
Hey, are you gonna speak at the town meeting?
No, but I'm gonna be there.
So right here on page 109, we have Emily. Listen to Emily speak at a meeting of the Clean and Green Project. Check each action where you hear the speaker say it. All of them are checked. All of them are checked. Okay? Boxes 1 through 10 are checked. She talked about them all. And the answer on page 4 at the bottom, page 4 at the bottom right here, is write the number of the action exercise C next to the person or group that is going to do it. So Emily 1 and 10. So say, oh, Emily 1, 10. The group does 2. This right here. Plant 300 trees this year. Plant 300 trees this year. Clean the river events. 2, 3, and 9. Tim does number 4. Number 4, talk about a project in Nanjing, China. Nanjing, China does number 5. Have tall buildings with trees and plants on them. Vladimir does number 6. Discuss a project in Ljubljana, Slovenia. And Kumiko does 7. Pick up on the old coffee, fruits, and vegetables. And teaches a class about growing your own food. So you're listening to it, and you're listening for content. What did they do? Check it if they do it, and then each person, what do they agree to do? And we'll listen to that now. So let's listen to it now.
Page 109. Exercises C and D.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the second meeting of Project Clean and Green. I'm Emily. First, I'm going to read the plans we discussed at last month's meeting. After, we can talk about any new ideas. Okay, so, first, to clean the air, we're not going to plant 100 trees this year. We're going to plant 200. We're also going to present some clean air ideas from other cities at our monthly meetings. Tonight, Tim's going to talk about a project in Nanjing, China. It's really interesting. By 2018, they're going to have over 3,500 trees and plants growing in, around, and on some very tall buildings. In fact, we're planning to present a new project at each of our monthly meetings. Vladimir is going to discuss a project in Ljubljana, Slovenia next month. Next, to reduce trash, Kumiko is going to visit coffee shops and restaurants and pick up any old coffee, fruits, and vegetables. She's also going to teach a class about growing your own food. Let her know if you're interested. Finally, to help clean trash near the river, we're going to have Clean the River events the first Saturday of every month. I'm going to organize it, so let me know if you want to help.
So let's listen one more time, and please check which Emily is going to do this. The group is going to do that. What on this list will Emily do of C, page 109, and what will the group do on the same page?
Page 109. Exercises C and D.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the second meeting of Project Clean and Green. I'm Emily. First, I'm going to read the plans we discussed at last month's meeting. After, we can talk about any new ideas. Okay, so first, to clean the air, we're not going to plant 100 trees this year. We're going to plant 200. We're also going to present some clean air ideas from other cities at our monthly meetings. Tonight, Tim's going to talk about a project in Nanjing, China. It's really interesting. By 2018, they're going to have over 3,500 trees and plants growing in, around, and on some very tall buildings. In fact, we're planning to present a new project at each of our monthly meetings. Vladimir is going to discuss a project in Ljubljana, Slovenia next month. Next, to reduce trash, Kumiko is going to visit coffee shops and restaurants and pick up any old coffee, fruits, and vegetables. She's also going to teach a class about growing your own food. Let her know if you're interested. Finally, to help clean trash near the river, we're going to have Clean the River events the first Saturday of every month. I'm going to organize it, so let me know if you want to help.
Okay, so that was pretty good. Let's go to the next page right here, 110, right here. We're talking about speaking skill, giving sources of information. Okay, when you're supporting your beliefs or ideas right here, page 110 at the top, you often need to include information from a variety of sources, such as articles, books, internet sites, diagrams, charts, or a survey. Here are some common phrases we use when we give sources of information. According to the diagram, it takes 2 to 4 weeks for a paper towel to break down. According to the diagram, the podcast stated that people use 1 million plastic bags each minute. Our survey found that half the students buy a bottled drink every day. Research shows that 50% of the plastic we use is for one-time use. So E on page 110, page 110 E, okay, this is what you want to do. Look at page 5 of the notes, E, page 110. Right here, you want to write for 1 according to the diagram. Okay, the diagram shows it takes, or you want to rewrite it, according to the diagram, it takes over 50 years for a styrofoam cup to break down. Page 101 to 103. The podcast said, number 2, the podcast stated that Americans throw away 35 million water bottles each year. Number 3, according to easy ways you can use plastics, one way to reduce plastic is to take a bag with you to the store. Page 104. According to the Clean and Green project manager Emily, Nanjing, China has an interesting project to help clean the air. So that's what you write down. Now we're looking at the middle of page 5 of the notes for the homework. And if you could please print the page that deals with the homework. Okay? Green habits, I want you to talk about some things. Okay? Green habits. Look up the word habit. Do you usually take a bag with you to the store? Now there's a law in Korea that most stores won't give you a bag. You have to bring the bags with you, or it says Jibae, delivery. Number 2, do you buy 1 or more bottles of water each week? So I buy some bottles of water each week and I use them. Do you want to change some of the habits or the habits of people you know? Do you want to change their habits? Well, maybe yes, if it's to save the earth, make the planet more green, and reduce pollution. Number 4, do you know about projects in your town that help the environment? So, are there any projects? You can research this online. Go online, Naver, and see if there are projects in your hometown that helps reduce the environment. Do you think each country needs to do more to help the environment? I think so, and I think they can do that. So we're looking at page 110, Green Habits. So you will talk about this, and you will talk about page 104, Easy Ways You Can Use Less Plastic. Okay, easy ways you can use less plastic. But you have to print the page that deals with homework. Okay, so I want you to please print that for me. Wait a minute. Okay, so please print that page, and I want to go over it now. So this is due on May 17th. You email it to me, and I have it right here. Homework, print this, 0900, due May 17th. Your 3-minute speech on plastic pollution, Unit 6. Okay? So you need to talk, not write. You need to talk about what you are doing in your own hometown about this. Okay, and what you are yourself doing to reduce plastic pollution. Look at page 104 on easy ways you can use less plastic. Study page 104 as a model for what you will talk about. Also look at Green Habits on page 110 and use that. Look at the photo on page 103, 102. You can use that. You will write and give a speech on a 3-minute video speaking on this topic of reducing plastic pollution for homework. The due date is 2020-5/17. Email this to me at korea92653@gmail.com. You can send it to me before then, no problem. Send me the internet link to your video on YouTube. You must upload your video to YouTube. Send me the link. Do not read from a paper, but memorize it. Your speech must be grammatically correct and be at least 3 minutes long. 3 minutes is the minimum. 5 minutes would be the maximum. This is worth 5% of your total grade. So record a 3-minute video and send it to me at the link with your name in English and Korean with the class day and time. Your face must appear on the video at all times, and you cannot use any notes or have anyone else appear in the video. The due date for Monday class is 5/17 for Monday class. The due date for Tuesday class is May 25. May 25 is the due date for Monday class. And the due date for Wednesday class is May 26. Okay? That's the due date for those classes on those days right there. So that's the days on that day and that time for it. So please make sure that you have it on that day and that time for those days. Okay, and I think that's about it for now. If you have any questions, please email me. We'll talk more about everything in another week. And I want to thank you, and goodbye for now.